Okay, folks, as you know, my first time in Finland at the Tuska Festival, or any metal festival for that matter, and I've been geeking out the whole time, but I'm not going to lie, this one is extra special to me because I am a huge fan of not only In Flames, your past work, but the Halo Effect. You guys know on my channel, I love the Halo Effect.
Thank
one
you.
of my favorite bands.
Thank you very much.
And so, Peter from the Halo Effect.
Hello, nice to be here.
I love everything about your band.
Thank you very much.
There's something about the melodic death metal from your area that I don't know if it's just in the water or what.
That's what we usually say, it's in the water. Now I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that when we grew up we had like free rehearsal spaces, we had a lot of communication, we could borrow instruments from the government and everything. Mm-hmm. We had like study circles basically, so the more you rehearsed, the more kind of points you got and the more instruments and strings and stuff like that you could get, so we were very well funded, all of us. These days it's not the same, but we all did this and we got to know each other and helped each other out. Mm-hmm. And there was like never any, if one band became big, everyone was super happy, and then you'd open up for them, and stuff like that.
That's what I think that's what I love about it is, there's like media and everybody wants to pit bands against each other. But every interview that I see, it seems like you guys are all genuinely good friends that grew up together. And
absolutely, yeah. I mean, the first band to make it was at the Gates, I'd say. And before that, they had Grotesque, of course, some of them, and then Dark Tranquillity and In Flames. In Flames started being big before I joined in '97. I joined, so they were already named then. And a lot of bands, and we inspired each other.
For me, it's fascinating to think about how you guys got together, and I have to know if there's any kind of a contract that like Michael can't join any more bands while you guys are going.
No, there's no contract. He can do, of course, whatever he wants. It's so great. I mean, I think the strength of him as a vocalist, being able to do these 4 or 5 different bands, different styles of vocals in some of them, and I think it definitely helps him grow as a musician. I think it's awesome, fantastic.
And when you guys put the Halo Effect together, did you envision it just being like one project thing, or something that you guys were like, this is it, we're running with it?
I think we didn't really think that far. We started it before the pandemic, started writing music and exchanging ideas, and then came the pandemic, and we had time to go back into the studio, write some more, and just record kind of. And we said that we wanted it to be like a proper band, even though it could be viewed as a project, with a proper management, proper record company and all that stuff, a booking agent. Basically, do it professionally from the beginning. Obviously, when we grew up and started the different bands, you learned along the way. And there's a lot of mistakes that we wanted to avoid. So we did it properly from the beginning, without any real plan of what's going to happen. We sat down, we made a list, and number 1, let's have fun. And that's what we stuck in.
And is that one of the big differences is when you guys get together, like the writing process, the recording process, it just, the rules are have fun.
Yeah.
Unlike, I don't know what it was like in the previous situations, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to diss my former bandmates at all. They're amazing. In Flames is a great band still. So, but when we do it here, we go together, and there's no like don'ts. You can do whatever you want. If Niklas writes most of the music, and he can show me a riff or somebody else a riff, and if anybody wants to change something, we just do it. We'll just try anything, and the best idea wins. There's no prestige. There's no like, well, I'm going to write this much and you're going to write that. Everybody contributes and everybody does the thing, and at the end of the day, when the song is done and we're all happy, then it doesn't really matter who did what.
Yeah, I have to say, March of the Unheard is probably my most anticipated album of the year.
Wow, yeah.
And
hope we didn't disappoint.
No, I absolutely loved it. And so I was kind of curious to see, the first album comes out and you guys were just putting it all together. But then when you get the second album, there's that pressure of,
Yes.
because you guys got a lot of shine off of the first album.
We did, yeah.
So-
And we before that album came out, we didn't know what to expect and how it was going to receive. We knew there'd be some comparisons. How do you say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To both Dark Tranquility and In Flames, but that was not something we focused on. We just went in and we wrote music that we felt like writing, and actually, to be honest, none of us really knew how we were going to sound until we got together in the studio and everybody did their thing. It was very, very natural. So for the second album, a big part of it was already written, and some songs at least were written before Days came out, because we had so a long time before we could actually make it official. So maybe there was pressure, but nothing that we actually thought about.
Okay.
It's like, again, this is a band where we are meant to have a lot of fun together and do something, that we love with people that we love, and that's the only thing that we think about.
I think it absolutely shines in the music too, just because it's.
Thank you.
You can tell it's just got a really good vibe to it. And I love both albums, and so here's the thing. I had to fly from Washington, D.C. to Finland just to see you guys.
Oh my God.
So are you guys ever coming to America?
Well, we did a little short kind of, like spotlight tour in the very beginning, where we did like, I think 10 or 11 days. And that was amazing. Very, very small clubs, just to get the feeling, basically. And we would love to come back. It needs to be the right circumstances. I would love to come back, opening up for another band that we can get like bigger exposure. So if the cards are right, absolutely, yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I know they're playing right now.
Orbit,
but
yeah.
You guys in Orbit Culture.
I'd love to go with that.
Would be just an insane tour.
Great band, great bunch of guys. I actually texted with Niklas just before. It's like, let's have a beer.
Yeah.
We toured together with was on the Sugar tour. They were there as well. Amazing band, and they're doing extremely well as well. So I would love to open up for them in America. So
I think it would be great. I actually got the opportunity to talk to them last year, and you can verify this because I was talking to them about food. It's just. And so they were telling me that the Swedish pizza is better than the New York pizza. And I'm sitting there, from America, all you hear about is New York pizza. I had no idea about Swedish pizza. And they swear by it, and a lot of other people validated it after they saw the interview. Is there...
Now, I'd say it's two different things, basically. The New York pizza is, it's a big, deep dish pizza with lots of cheese, and I love it. The Swedish pizza is a little bit more, it's thinner usually, but I like it both. And I'm not just trying to be diplomatic, it's like two completely different dishes. Personally, when I make pizza, I make the Italian style pizza.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like at some point, I literally was telling my wife, I was like, we literally now have to go to Sweden just to eat the pizza.
And the interesting thing is like the Swedish pizzerias are usually a lot of people from like Turkey and stuff that came over and does it. So it's amazing. Awesome. Pizza, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. And speaking with pizza, if I'm correct, you also make beer.
I do beer. Me and Daniel actually have a brewery. It's called Odd Island.
Okay.
So we've had that for. Well, Daniel started it 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
So when he left In Flames is basically when he started doing it for real. And I joined, starting doing the marketing and all that stuff. And it was really fun because coming from a band where you get basically, you don't carry any equipment, you don't tune your own guitars, you do nothing. We have people doing everything. Aside from going on stage and playing, and then you start a brewery where you do everything yourself. It's kind of like starting a new band again.
Absolutely.
So we had so much fun. Just he brewed the beer and I sold it, and we bottled it together by hand. So we've been doing that now. It's going on 10 years this year. So it's awesome. A kind of small microbrewery, but I think we sold a couple of times to America through Notfest. They do some sort of import thing there, so we sold a couple of times.
It's awesome. I'm definitely have to look out for it.
Yeah.
Because I always end up asking people. I'm very big on like collecting and hobbies and stuff like that. And so I was trying to look up your hobbies, and I'm like, oh, beer. Awesome.
Yeah, I love beer. I run a couple of restaurants as well. We do mainly burgers, stuff like that. But it's, the stuff the good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you, since I mentioned collecting, do you have anything that you collect?
I collect old Star Wars figurines.
Really?
Like the really OG ones. And I have a lot of ships and vessels and stuff that I basically had to buy to get, that particular piece that I was looking for. It's like, then you have to buy all my, collection. And I did that. So I have so much stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm still missing a few figurines, and I have to put it on pause sometimes because it gets intense, and you go in and you buy it, and you just buy and buy and it's expensive.
So everybody has a holy grail.
Yeah.
What is your holy grail for Star Wars collectors?
Well, I want to have the complete. I think 112 figurines or something. You know that old posters.
Mattel, or was it Kenner?
So I want to have all those, and I have like 2 cabinets on my wall in my basement where they're set up in order, and there's some holes in there, and I want to fill those. But I actually got an offer like a few years ago. Somebody told me I have all. I think I'm missing 8 figures. So, I have them for you. You can buy them for shitloads of money. I was like, I guess I could, but at the same time, then it's over. I still want to chase. Yeah. So I guess my it is completing that, but at the same time, I'm in no rush.
I don't blame you. It's one of those things. My camera person is my wife, and
Lovely,
she thinks I'm the stupid, so stupid for all the different collections, because it's like, oh well, now I need this. I need to get the whole thing. But it is a compulsive, because it's once you do get it, then it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, no, exactly, I'm about to sell off all the vessels and everything, but it's same thing. It's like they're not in the way. It's just that maybe somebody else can get some happiness from it. So I put out my Falcon like a few months ago, but it didn't sell. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong market, something.
Do you collect, because you're a bass player, do you collect basses as well, or?
I don't really collect them. I use them all, but I have a lot of basses that I've used throughout the years, and I have a little studio house in my backyard where I keep them, and I have some in the attic, and I have like controlled temperature, so it won't be get destroyed or get mold or something like that. So I go up and I check them out once in a while. Every bass guitar has a story. So somebody says, can I just buy a couple of them? It's like, no, my babies.
I have a soft spot for the bass, specifically for the fact that I've always wanted to play guitar.
Yeah.
For some reason, 6 strings just never worked for me. And so I was like, well, maybe 4 strings are going to work for me. And it's like, I realize I'm just not coordinated. It just doesn't work. But I always have a soft spot for bass, because I always, I want to play the bass. And so
it's an amazing instrument. I love playing it. I love being like the little mix between, rhythm and harmony. Do my little small journeys on the bass when I play, while I try to keep the whole backbone steady.
How did you get inspired for the bass? Like, was there a specific person?
In the beginning, you mean?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm like, I always tell this story that I was so into the drum and bass part and the rhythms and all that stuff, and it's complete lie. I was the worst out of 3 guitars players, and I started playing bass, when I was like 16. So, but then I got interested in doing all this, finding, like I said, the symbiosis with a drummer, and trying to do. I call them little journeys, some melodies and harmonies that I do. I think it's a very specific way you can go about, not to be too much. Excuse me.
No worries.
But I think John Alderate is great bass player. Mike Procaro was a fantastic one as well. I think those are the main,
the main
influences. Yeah, but I was, of course, I love John Myung and Geddy Lee, Steve Harris, all those.
Yeah.
But specifically, my style is more of a Toto kind of style.
Awesome. Well, we're getting the high sign. So I could talk to you all day. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you.
the legendary Peter from Halo Effect.
I don't know about legendary, but Peter, yeah.
We're making you legendary. You're legendary. And once again, I flew from DC to Finland to see you guys.
That's
I can't
fantastic.
wait to see your set. So
Well, thank you very much.
awesome. So,
were you able to catch Cemetery Skyline?
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Me too.
I don't know how he does it in
Wow.
two different in the same day. I'm still fascinated by
That's
that.
interesting.
But anyway, thank you very
Oh,
much
thank
for
you.
sitting down with me.
Nice to meet you.
And Peter
Thank
from
you for
the
coming
Halo
all the way.
Effect.
Yeah.